Good morning from our community allotment. It's all action stations at the end of March. We've done lots of digging, a little bit of planting, and as you can see, we've got our hero Eileen there in our lovely gazebo. Got lots of stuff to do today. We've got things to plant, including strawberries, potatoes. We've also got a lot of bulbs to stick in our tree nursery. I'll show you that in a second. So yeah, as you can see, there's lots prepared in this bit down here. We've got some potatoes, we've got some onions, we've got beetroot, we've got lots of kale in already. We've got onion sets in the greenhouse there, just sort of going on. A couple of flowers there to go in as well. We've got a shed here. Hopefully our friend Marion's going to have that on her plot, so we'll get rid of that. And then this raised bed will probably go in the middle of here for some of our less mobile helpers. A few compost bins, even the kitchen sink at the back there. And of course, what every allotment needs is a speedboat. So we've planted up a speedboat. What we try and do here is try and reuse everything. So just to sort of say that we can, we've reused a speedboat, get me words out. A couple of little raised beds for salads and stuff, mainly taken over by forget-me-nots, which are just coming out at the moment, which is nice. A couple of greenhouses, actually 3 greenhouses here. We've got the one that we put tomatoes in. Looks like we've got some peas in there and some raspberries coming through. They need to come out, they don't need to be in there. We've got our planting greenhouse at the back there, a couple of sheds. There may be a loo in that shed. There isn't a loo in that shed, but there's lots of other bits and pieces. And then we've got what looks like falling down greenhouse, but I will try and fix it over the next few weeks. That's where our grapevine goes, and that'll be fantastic in the autumn. Looks like we've got a lovely bumblebee there. Let's see if we can get him out there. Oh, can you see him down there? There he goes, bless him. He's trying to think, where's my borage or comfrey flowers going? Lots of buddleias and wild bushes and stuff around the allotment to try and attract our dear friends the bees. Obviously without the bees we wouldn't have an awful lot growing. In the middle there we've got a cage. We try and grow some sweet corn in that. I don't think I've ever been successful at growing sweet corn in that because something always gets it, be it a badger, rabbits, or even muntjac deer. Believe it or not, we get quite a lot of wildlife on the allotment. Here we've got some nice covered items. We've got some cabbages, we've got some broad beans, there's lots of onions and garlic in there as well. This little bit here, mainly full of forget-me-nots again, and a little bit that still needs weeding, but we've left quite a few wildflowers in there just to try and attract the wildlife and keep them happy as the season starts. Loads more planting areas to plant up here. Back to our dilapidated greenhouse again. We've just put a cage up here, so we're going to try and do a fruit cage there. Believe it or not, we dug those Harris fencing panels out of a bit at the back there, so we've reused them. We've pretty much got rid of the big weeds. There's a couple of bits in there to move along to the back bit. Here is our old tree nursery. We've retained a few trees. We've got a couple of cherries. We've got, I think it's 4 silver birch. There's a couple of sycamore at the back, and there's a few smaller trees going in. We're going to stick a lot of bluebells and stuff in there in a second, just to add to the daffodils and other bulbs that we've got. At the back there you can see there's a nice composting area. We've got a few Daleks. We've also got a couple of pallet compost bins. Lots of lovely compost to help everything grow, of course. As we go round you can see, there you go, there's our lovely cabbages and our broad beans. Hopefully doing the do's. Another lot of wildflowers. Like I say, borage or comfrey, great for liquid manure, but also great for the bees. There's my wife Emma. She's still standing there guarding the plot. I call her Emma because she's wearing her maternity dress. Our dilapidation. There's a lot of dilapidation going on here. I should really try and fix stuff. As we move across the back, this soil at the back here is very, very thin. So this is all full of things like aqualegias and other alpine dry resistant sort of flowers and stuff. Again, for our friends the bees. Onto the back bit here, talking about bees. We do have some bees, got some lovely bees. I believe there's 4 hives up here. I'm being ever so brave because they like to chase me around, but it's quite cool this morning, so I should be okay. All surrounded by 30 oaks that we rescued from a nursery, a tree nursery in Wales, because they were going to be burnt. And talking about tree nurseries, we've got about another 200 trees in here, all growing away slowly, so that one day when they're big enough, different clubs, societies, councils, or whoever can come and have a tree completely for free. So we spread trees across the local area, be it Wellingborough, the surrounding areas, or towns. At the back here, we have a little pond, another little Dalek. We do like our compost. Little pond. Unfortunately, the plants go a bit mad around it, so give it a couple of months, you won't be able to see that. A couple of Christmas trees, we rescued those and quite a few others during a campaign about 3 years ago, so we're going to leave those there, see what they do. A mad composting area over the back, you'll see the other side of that in a minute, and a few pallets that we're going to use on another project. Some nice globe artichokes growing in the background there too. We'll come back down and show you the tree nursery in proper, and also our carrot bathtub. Yes, even a bathtub gets used at the community allotment. It looks more like weeds than carrots, but we'll get there eventually. Again, lots of buddleias to attract the butterflies, come up in a couple of months. We'll have lots of varieties of butterflies, all enjoying the nectar. Here is our bird hide. We tend to store cardboard in it over the winter so that we can mulch the area like we've done across the tree nursery here. I say there's various varieties. We've got rowan, we've got oak, we've got all sorts of ornamental trees, lots, mainly street trees. A couple of invaders from Essex, because my mum keeps on giving me trees. Some nice fruit trees on the allotment as well. This is a conference pear tree. Very, very productive. Looking forward to those in the autumn. Here's the back of our old tree nursery. You can see the rhubarb's going for it already. We've got some really interesting stuff that the Romanians like. It's a nice herb, forgotten the name of it, not very useful I know, but there we go. Bit of an ornamental spiky thing. And it carries on. So we've got a nice owl box to put in the new area that we're developing at the back. We've got our tree cage or sapling cage to stop them getting eaten by the rabbits. Got a few trees that are flowering. Another bathtub that we haven't quite utilised yet. A nice little seating area for the children. This is our new children's area. Obviously, we're just coming towards the end of winter and into spring, so a lot of the stuff that we've got for children has pretty much been folded down. We'll give it a scrub and make this into a nice children's area. Over the winter, we have been developing this area, which is where we found the Harris fencing, as well as an awful lot of rubbish. This is going to be a polytunnel. We're going to put a pallet fence around it. It's going to be an awesome area. We're partnering up with a local group called Yoga for Health. They're going to have yoga lessons in there and all sorts. It's going to be awesome. So that should be ready in the next few months. Obviously we'll do another video in a couple of months just to show you our progress. More buddleia trees, more butterflies obviously. Lots of water storage and chairs and things. And now something a little bit exciting that we've only just done this week is our little nature trail into the copse behind it. So some lovely stairs made by our nature rangers and Grow Wild Outreach. Matty from Grow Wild Outreach really did enjoy making those. We've brick lined this path. As you can see, we've also put some mulch in it to hopefully stop some of the weeds and stuff coming back and make it more stable. That's the back of our mad composting area. It's mainly chippings and stuff, but there's lots of stuff in there that will hopefully make it all rotten down. It's a funny little hole that's been left, so I've tried to fill it and make it into something a bit useful. So it may take a couple of years to actually become productive, but eventually that will become something a bit special. And then we're going to our copse at the back. Well, it's not actually our copse, it's part of the Ladywell Allotment Association's copse. Unfortunately, it is full of rubbish, and this is better than a couple of weeks ago when we first come in here. So there may be a couple of bits of use. We've already used some of the bricks on that path. It's not massive. There's an awful lot to do, including removing this massive great big stack of old twigs and logs and stuff. I've got a funny feeling I'm going to be able to use that somewhere else, because that's what we do. And as you move to the end of the copse, there's more rubbish to clear up. But you can see the possibilities for our nature rangers and for the whole allotment association to come out the back here, to get away from it all. It'll be a lovely cool area in the summer to come and sit in. But of course, more importantly, it should be a nice haven for nature, particularly if we get a few boxes going in these lovely trees, like our nice owl box that I've just shown you. So yeah, our community allotment is pretty awesome. We've got an awful lot of stuff going on. We're here every Wednesday for a working party between 9:30 and 2:30. Do join us. Everybody is welcome. We generally have tea and coffee on tap. There's plenty of places to sit, plenty of things to do, and lots of things to join in with as we go on. So yeah, do join us. Do come and have a go at gardening and come and grow with us. Thank you for watching this video. I'll see you soon, hopefully.